Join me as I put 10 powerful Stoicism strategies to the test and see if I can make people respect me in just 1 week. Have you ever entered a room and felt the energy shift? Not because of what you said, but simply because of who you are. Have you longed to be truly valued, to receive the genuine respect and appreciation you know you deserve? If you nodded yes, know that you're walking a path many travel in silence. In our modern world, feeling overlooked or undervalued has become almost commonplace. We move through life wondering if our contributions matter, if our presence is felt. But this feeling of insignificance isn't your destiny. It's merely a temporary state that ancient wisdom can help you transform. Today, we embark together on a transformative journey, drawing from the timeless well of Stoic philosophy to build something remarkable within you. Not just a presence that demands attention, but a character that naturally commands respect. This isn't about manipulating others into valuing you. It's about cultivating sustainable inner qualities that make you inherently valuable. Throughout this exploration, we'll uncover 10 profound Stoic strategies that have guided great men and women for over 2,000 years. These principles won't just change how others perceive you, they'll fundamentally transform how you see yourself. And that transformation is where true power begins. The path ahead requires commitment. If you're willing to face this challenge, to push through resistance and discomfort, you'll discover that building lasting significance isn't about momentary impressions, but about developing a sustainable presence that leaves an indelible mark on everyone you meet. Are you prepared to begin? Leave a comment saying, "I'm committed," and let's dive into these life-changing principles right now. Strategy 1. Master the art of self-care. The Stoics understood a fundamental truth that many of us overlook. Those who cannot properly care for themselves can never truly care for others. Contrary to modern misconceptions, self-care isn't selfishness. It's the foundation upon which we build our capacity to contribute meaningfully to the world around us. Self-care begins with deep self-awareness. Take time to understand your authentic needs, from physical necessities to your soul's deepest yearnings. This awareness becomes the map guiding your personal development journey. When you truly know yourself, you can nurture yourself with intention and purpose. Physical self-care forms the cornerstone of your presence. A balanced diet, consistent exercise, and restorative sleep don't just maintain your health, they create a natural vitality that radiates outward. There's something magnetically attractive about someone who visibly values their physical well-being. This isn't about vanity, but about honoring the vessel that carries your spirit through life. Mental nourishment is equally crucial. Feed your mind through regular reading, meditation, or creative pursuits that bring you joy. When your mind is refreshed and engaged, you naturally exude a peaceful confidence that draws others toward you. This inner harmony creates an irresistible aura of composure. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor. Our life is what our thoughts make it. This profound insight reminds us that self-care isn't a destination, but a continuous journey. Through consistent investment in yourself, you not only elevate your own experience of life, but become an inspirational beacon for others. This is how you begin to be deeply valued, not by demanding attention, but by cultivating such inner richness that others naturally gravitate toward your presence, seeking to understand the source of your quiet strength and unwavering peace. Strategy 2. Cultivate unshakable composure. Seneca, one of Stoicism's greatest minds, offered this timeless counsel: the greatest remedy for anger is delay. This simple yet profound advice holds transformative power, especially in our modern world, where we're constantly pulled into emotional whirlwinds. Picture yourself walking into a meeting late, faced with disapproving glances from colleagues. Your immediate instinct might be defensive anger or embarrassment, but imagine instead if you paused, took a measured breath, and responded with genuine composure. That single moment of self-control doesn't just diffuse tension, it earns the quiet admiration of everyone present. True composure isn't the absence of emotion, but mastery over your response to it. It's the ability to stand centered in life's storms, observing your feelings without being controlled by them. This steadiness becomes a rare and valuable quality in a world of reactivity. The ancient wisdom, "Be still and know," captures this perfectly. Embracing silence creates space for self-reflection and deeper understanding. When you learn to be comfortable in moments of quiet, you develop an inner stillness that others sense and respect. Cultivating composure isn't merely a self-improvement technique. It's a profound spiritual practice that connects you with the noblest human qualities. It's the art of remaining true to your principles, regardless of external circumstances. When you demonstrate calmness amid chaos, you don't just follow a philosophy that's endured for millennia. You open doorways to genuine respect and admiration. People naturally value those who remain steady when everything around them is falling apart. What challenges are you facing right now that could benefit from greater composure? Share your experiences in the comments, and let's learn together how to cultivate this powerful quality in our daily lives. Strategy 3. Value your time preciously. In life's constant motion, we easily lose sight of our most irreplaceable resource: time. This intangible treasure, once spent, can never be recovered. Yet when we learn to properly value our time, something remarkable happens. We not only become more intentional with our choices, but naturally draw respect and admiration from those around us. Imagine reaching a point where your time management skills become so refined that others actively seek your presence, your guidance, your wisdom. This isn't fantasy, but the natural result of applying Stoic principles to how you allocate your hours and days. Picture yourself standing in the eye of a hurricane. All around you is chaos, yet you remain centered, untouched by the surrounding disorder. This powerful image represents how a Stoic approaches life's challenges. While we cannot control external events, we maintain complete authority over our reactions. Consider the leader who faces a potential company collapse. As rumors spread and anxiety mounts, they don't surrender to panic. Instead, they gather their team, present facts with remarkable composure, address concerns directly, and outline a clear path forward. Their calmness doesn't just reassure, it inspires profound confidence and trust. To develop this relationship with time and presence, start by embracing the power of the pause. Before reacting to any situation, take a conscious moment to gather your thoughts. This brief interval creates space for wisdom rather than impulse. Practice mindfulness regularly to build a foundation of inner calm that sustains you even in turbulent moments. Remember that you control your responses, not external circumstances. Focusing on this distinction alleviates helplessness and anxiety. Train yourself to view challenges as opportunities to apply your principles and strengthen your character. After facing difficulties, reflect on what happened, how you responded, and what lessons you can carry forward. The Stoic path doesn't demand emotional suppression or detachment from the world. Rather, it invites us to discern what truly matters, focus our responses intelligently, and in doing so, earn the genuine respect of those around us. As you cultivate this relationship with time and presence, notice how others not only respect you more deeply, but actively seek the steady wisdom you embody. Strategy 4. Master the art of active listening. Are you truly present when others speak to you? Imagine this scene. A friend shares a personal struggle, and instead of mentally preparing your response or glancing at notifications, you give them your complete, undivided attention. You ask thoughtful questions that show you're not just hearing words, but understanding their deeper meaning. The result is powerful. You create a space where they feel truly seen and understood. In that moment, you become a sanctuary for their thoughts, a safe harbor for their vulnerability. This connection goes far beyond ordinary conversation. Active listening isn't simply a communication technique, it's a fundamental element of living. With Stoic virtue, when you truly listen, you practice humility, acknowledging that others have wisdom to offer and experiences worth understanding. You step beyond your own perspective to genuinely embrace another's reality. To become a better listener, begin by mastering your internal dialogue. When entering a conversation, consciously remind yourself that your primary goal is understanding, not formulating a clever response. Practice giving your full attention, observing not just words, but the subtle language of body and emotion that often communicates more than speech. Develop patience in conversation. Sometimes the most powerful response is simply silence, creating space for deeper thoughts to emerge. Throughout history, great Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca emphasized listening as essential to moral development. They understood that we learn not by speaking, but by absorbing the lessons contained in every interaction. When you truly listen, you're not merely collecting information, you're expanding your mind and heart, embracing wisdom from every possible source. This receptiveness makes you not only more knowledgeable, but more connected to the human experience around you. Now I ask you, are you a good listener? Have you experienced the power of being fully present for someone who needed to be heard? Share your insights in the comments. Your experience might inspire others to develop this valuable skill. Strategy 5. Commit to lifelong growth. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. These timeless words from Seneca capture a fundamental Stoic principle, the commitment to continuous self-improvement. This isn't casual advice, but a guiding philosophy that leads to both personal fulfillment and the deep respect of others. When we dedicate ourselves to perpetual learning, we develop not just knowledge, but profound wisdom about ourselves and the world. This wisdom naturally shapes our character, making us more aligned with nature's harmony and society's needs. As a result, our value in others' eyes naturally increases. Education, the sharing of knowledge and stimulation of thought, becomes our noble duty. Each time we share our insights or experiences, we not only elevate others, but affirm our own worth. Every lesson taught becomes evidence of our depth of understanding and thoughtful engagement with life. Yet lifelong learning transcends mere information gathering. It's fundamentally about character development, cultivating patience, gratitude, and acceptance. When faced with setbacks or challenges, the Stoic learner perceives multiple perspectives, transforming obstacles into growth opportunities. By embracing education's noble calling and committing to continuous improvement, we become invaluable to those around us. Others don't just appreciate our presence, they actively seek our guidance and wisdom in their lives. Remember that becoming valued doesn't come from displays of power or authority, but through expanding your soul through knowledge and understanding. This journey demands perseverance, courage to face failure, and unwavering commitment to betterment. When we invest in our development, we expand not just our minds, but our very souls, creating a solid foundation for a meaningful life. Though the path of continuous improvement may challenge us, the respect and admiration it naturally generates make every effort worthwhile. Before we continue exploring these principles, I want to thank you for joining me on this journey so far. We're halfway through our exploration, but the most powerful insights still await us. Stay with me as we discover the next principle, embracing authenticity, which forms the foundation of every meaningful human connection. Don't forget to like and share this content if you're finding value in it. Together, we're building a community dedicated to living with greater purpose and presence. Strategy 6. Embrace radical authenticity. Did you know that genuine honesty might be your most powerful asset? As Epictetus wisely counseled, if you wish to be a writer, write. This straightforward wisdom reminds us that authenticity isn't just about speaking truth, it's about living it through aligned action. Authenticity isn't merely a self-improvement strategy. It's a comprehensive approach to life that helps us value ourselves genuinely while naturally drawing others to appreciate our true worth. Consider Patrick's story, a talented graphic designer who spent years creating work that met market demands, but left him feeling creatively unfulfilled. Though financially successful, he felt increasingly disconnected from his artistic voice. His breakthrough came when he decided to pursue projects that reflected his unique creative vision. Initially, Patrick feared rejection of his more personal style. Instead, his authentic work garnered unprecedented attention and respect from the design community, with many praising the distinctive character and freshness of his creations. Patrick's experience illustrates a profound truth. When we dare to live authentically, we naturally attract those who resonate with our genuine self. This creates connections based on truth rather than pretense, relationships where we're valued for who we truly are. In a world where superficiality often prevails and truth feels undervalued, your authenticity becomes an irreplaceable asset. It makes you unique and creates a natural magnetic pull. Others seek your presence because they sense your genuine nature in a sea of performance. By embracing and expressing your true self, you not only affirm your inherent worth, but contribute to creating a world where authenticity is recognized and honored. Your courage to be genuine creates permission for others to do the same, expanding circles of truth in every interaction. Remember that authenticity doesn't mean sharing everything with everyone, which brings us naturally to our next principle, the power of thoughtful mystery. Strategy 7. Cultivate meaningful mystery. Within each of us lives a sacred inner landscape. Something profound and private that isn't meant for casual sharing. When we maintain healthy boundaries around certain aspects of ourselves, we not only protect our intrinsic value, but naturally evoke curiosity in others. This selective sharing isn't about manipulation, but about honoring the depth of who we are. It fosters relationships built on gradual discovery and mutual respect, rather than immediate transparency. When you meet someone who carries themselves with quiet confidence, revealing their thoughts and feelings thoughtfully rather than impulsively, don't you naturally wonder what wisdom they might hold? This natural curiosity forms the foundation of meaningful connection. Imagine yourself as a book whose pages contain rich lessons and insights. When you share these teachings judiciously, others are naturally drawn into a journey of discovery. Every conversation becomes an opportunity for deeper understanding, making others wonder, what else might I learn from this person? Cultivating appreciation through knowledge isn't about information hoarding. It's about meaningful sharing. When you thoughtfully open your life experiences to others, you invite them into authentic connection. This sharing enriches not just your life, but everyone around you. The respect this approach generates can't be purchased or fabricated. It emerges naturally from a continuous process of expanding your understanding and wisdom, evidence of your commitment to growth and learning. Becoming valued by others isn't primarily about keeping secrets, but about mindful sharing and ongoing development. By continually growing in wisdom and sharing it appropriately, you become an irresistible source of inspiration to those around you. This principle reminds us to continually strive for improvement, creating genuine value, not just for ourselves, but for our entire community. How might cultivating this thoughtful approach to sharing change your relationships? Are you willing to practice more intentional openness? Share your thoughts below so we can learn together. Strategy 8. Practice wise. Discretion. Picture yourself at a social gathering or scrolling through social media, feeling the impulse to share every detail of your personal life. In these moments, remember the power and dignity that come with thoughtful restraint. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly encouraged to broadcast everything from major achievements to minor frustrations. Yet there's profound value in carefully selecting what we share and with whom we share it. This isn't merely about privacy. It's about honoring yourself and protecting your mental space. A successful entrepreneur friend once faced a critical decision about publicly announcing an upcoming project. Operating in a highly competitive market where information was currency, he recalled Seneca's wisdom. The wise man lacks nothing, but needs a great many things, whereas the fool, on the other hand, needs nothing, for he does not know how to use anything, but lacks everything. Instead of revealing his project's details broadly, he shared selectively with a small circle of trusted partners. The result? His project launched without competitor interference, creating significant market advantage. Through this discretion, he demonstrated both wisdom and earned deeper respect from his associates. Practicing discretion isn't just a personal choice. It's a strategic approach to life. Before sharing information, ask yourself, does this serve my long-term interests? Will it build trust and respect? If uncertainty exists, perhaps restraint is the wiser path. Remember that discretion represents strength, not limitation. Through thoughtful restraint, you protect yourself from unnecessary risks while building a reputation for trustworthiness and wisdom. This naturally makes others inclined to learn more about you, ultimately increasing their appreciation for your true value. This approach demonstrates not just practical wisdom, but profound self-respect, a quality that naturally attracts attention, admiration, and even requests for your presence and insights. In a world of oversharing, your thoughtful discretion becomes increasingly rare and valuable. Strategy 9. Master the art of graceful receiving. The exchange of giving and receiving has the potential to profoundly enrich both our spiritual and communal lives. Learning to accept gracefully, whether receiving compliments, help, or criticism, doesn't just enhance your life, but contributes to creating a culture of generosity and mutual support. 5 core principles lie at the heart of this Stoic practice. First, acknowledge our interdependence. Recognize your natural connection to others and the greater whole, understanding that self-sufficiency taken to extremes can isolate you from community support and deeper connection. Second, cultivate genuine gratitude. When you accept grace from others, nurture a thankful heart that recognizes generosity in all its forms, material, emotional, and spiritual. Third, embrace humility. Acceptance teaches us that we aren't all-powerful. True wisdom lies in acknowledging our limitations and needs without shame. Fourth, strengthen community bonds. When you open yourself to receiving from others, you demonstrate that vulnerability is natural and acceptable. This mutual openness forms the foundation for authentic trust and meaningful relationships. Fifth, encourage the cycle of generosity. Accepting gracefully naturally encourages others to open their hearts to giving, creating an environment where generosity flourishes naturally. To practice this art of receiving, begin with small daily actions. Accept compliments with a simple thank you rather than deflection. Seek help when needed, viewing it as an opportunity for connection rather than a burden. Receive criticism with an open heart, seeing it as a gift for growth. Publicly express gratitude for kindnesses, no matter how small. Through these practices, we enrich not only our lives, but contribute to a culture of generosity, solidarity, and mutual support. Embracing the art of acceptance isn't weakness, but a profound expression of strength, resilience, and recognition of our shared humanity. If this perspective resonates with you, I invite you to share in the comments how you practice the art of acceptance in your daily life. Strategy 10. Develop unbreakable resilience. In life's challenging journey, we often search for strength within ourselves to overcome obstacles. But where does this strength originate? What enables some people to not merely survive difficulty, but emerge stronger and more resilient? Stoic philosophy offers profound guidance on this question. At its core is the wisdom to distinguish between what lies within our control and what doesn't. Resilience begins with accepting that many external factors, others' opinions, actions, or life's unpredictable events, remain beyond our influence. This acceptance isn't resignation, but a powerful redirection of energy toward what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. When you embody this principle, you naturally exude a calm confidence that draws others toward you. They see not someone easily swayed by circumstance, but a steadfast presence amid life's storms. True resilience develops through repeatedly facing obstacles and persisting through discomfort. It's about reframing challenges not as insurmountable barriers, but as growth opportunities. Stoic practices like voluntary hardship and adversity reflection aren't merely tests, but tools that strengthen mental fortitude. When you share your stories of perseverance, you become an inspiration to others, living evidence of humanity's remarkable capacity to endure and overcome. People naturally gravitate toward those exhibiting such qualities, seeing them as valued guides, leaders, and friends. The Stoic perspective transforms our outlook on life's difficulties. What once appeared as overwhelming mountains become stepping stones on our journey. Others will seek your presence and counsel, not just for the strength you demonstrate, but for the transformative vision you embody, one that turns adversity into advantage. This resilience becomes not just a personal quality, but a gift you offer others. Your example shows them what's possible in their own lives, creating ripples of strength that extend far beyond your immediate circle. The journey forward. As we conclude today's exploration, let's reflect on the powerful journey we've taken together. We've discovered 10 transformative strategies from Stoic philosophy that don't just change how others perceive and value you, but more fundamentally, how you understand and value yourself. Each person's path to applying these principles will be unique. How has this discussion influenced your perspective? What principles resonated most deeply with you? Share your reflections in the comments to enrich our collective understanding. Remember that every like, share and subscribe is meaningful encouragement for this work to continue. It's how you express appreciation for this content and signal your interest in future explorations of these timeless philosophies. Don't forget to activate notifications to stay connected with new insights from the world of Stoic wisdom. The videos recommended at the end of this one will further deepen your understanding of these powerful principles. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of discovery. Keep moving forward, keep growing stronger, and above all, keep shining your authentic light in the world. I look forward to continuing this exploration with you, step by step, as we build lives of meaning, presence, and lasting impact.